What's up, guys? This is Jeff with Win Big Picks, and today I'll be breaking down my top 5 MLB picks for Wednesday, September 10th. Recapping yesterday, we ended up going 3-2 on the picks I gave out in yesterday's video, and 3-2 on VIP as well. The guys that hit first, Mookie Betts, more than 6.5 fantasy score. I told you he'd make him pay for putting that score so low. He homers in the third, cashing for us sweat-free. Juan Soto, more than 1.5 hits, runs, and RBI. This one was a bit sweatier, but he comes through late for us in the 8th with a RBI single. And then Zach Gallen, more than 17.5 outs. Now, he was throwing a lot of pitches early. I was questioning whether he'd get there, but he ends up going 6 2/3 to cash for us there as well. Then the guys that missed for us, Spencer Strider, we had him less than 31.5 fantasy score, and it looked like it was going to go our way right out of the gate, but he got himself out of a couple jams, and then he finally remembered how to strike guys out, so he goes over this in the 6th. And then Noah Cameron, we had him for less than 16.5 outs. He just cruised in this one, ended up going 7 innings, only allowed 2 runs, took the loss, but we did too on that one. And with all those players hitting for us, we were able to put some slips together that won. As you can see here, this is over on Wanna Parlay. I had taken the Mets-Phillies total to go over 8.5. Hit that along with Mookie. The only thing I could get him for was his hits, runs, and RBIs at 1.5. He hit that, no problem. And then the pick that I showed you guys yesterday, Gallen and Soto, hit that one over on Boom. Hamby was a discount pick. Paired her up with Soto. And just a half hit, run, and RBI. Sometimes you hedge your picks a bit just to do a quick double up. And then over on Prizepicks, these 3 guys I had at VIP, Mazur, Judge, and then Wong. He didn't play, but had he played, he has not done great at all this year. He would have hit that too. So that all worked out for us. Now, before we get to today's picks, just reminding you guys that over on Betr, they'll give you a free $10 just to sign up if you use our link below and code WINBIGPICKS. Don't got to do nothing but sign up with that code. They'll give you a free $10. Then on top of that, on your first deposit, they'll match that 50% up to $200. Meaning, if you deposit $400, they'll give you $200. But wait, there's more. Sign up today as well. New users, you get a Jaden Daniels free pick. All he's got to do, pass for 1 yard, and he cashes that one for you. And then, as usual, if you want to send a screenshot of that first deposit over to the email address on the screen, we'll give you a free month of VIP. The link to our winnable is down below. Every pick that we put out here, texted right to your phone the second we hit the post button. And just remind you, we still got the NFL and college season pass available. If you're only into football, we'll give you all those picks that we make in the NFL and college from now right up until Super Bowl 60, and just 11 of those remaining. So, on to today's picks. And just remind you guys, we're using Outlier for our research. If you want to try a free 7-day trial of it for yourself, use the link down in the description below. They got all the sports out there, and as you can see, it's pretty comprehensive with what they got going on. So try it out for yourself. So first up, we're taking Shohei Ohtani, more than 9.5 fantasy score. And why we like this? Well, we told you yesterday about the world of hurt that Mookie was going to deliver to the Rockies. And today, Shohei is going to do the same. You look at his head-to-head. Last 2 years, 19 out of 24 games. This year, he is at 9 out of 11. And at home this year, up against them, he's at 4 out of 5. And he's going up against Kyle Freeland, and his numbers against him are just ridiculous. Part of the reason we're taking the fantasy scores because even if Freeland gets scared, pitches around him, those walks count as points too, and he's always a threat to steal a base. He stole one last night. So you add all that up, I think 9.5 that might get bumped up before game time at 10 p.m. tonight. So get it now while you can. More than 9.5 fantasy score. Up next, we got Chris Sale, more than 6.5 strikeouts, and I think this is just too low for him. I think this is going to get bumped up or juiced before game time for him as well. And if you look on the year, he's hit this 13 out of 17, 10 of the last 11. You know, he's only been back 2 games from injury, but it's the injury was no issue apparently because he's gone for 9 in both of those. Now he's going up against the Cubs, and they're middle of the pack in the last 30 games when it comes to striking out against lefties. But even just last night, the Cubs won, but they struck out 12 times, 8 against Spencer Strider, I mentioned earlier, whose career looked like it was on life support for a bit. So, I mean, you can only imagine how many Sale is going to strike out tonight. And you put all that together, 6.5, again, way too low, I think, for him. That's why we like him more than 6.5 tonight. Moving right along. Next up, we're taking Yuri Perez under 5.5 strikeouts. And with him, what it comes down to is he just does not strike out. The Nationals, both games he's playing this year, has not even come close to that 5.5. This year, overall, the Nationals, they only strike out the 8th least. And then in this series, the last 2 games, they've only struck out a total of 10 times between the 2 games combined. Now, Yuri, overall in the year, he hits this a little bit more than half the time. It's kind of a coin flip with him, but not when he's facing Washington. Again, well under both times, and that's why I like this one here. Let's hope he's able to get it done for us. And just pausing real quick here, reminding you guys to hit the like button, subscribe, comment down below. Anything you can do to get the algorithm going for us, to show us more people that search, is appreciated. And also right now, over on Wanna Parlay, if you sign up using our link below and the code WINBIGPICKS, they'll give you a deposit match up to $250 on your first deposit. That's one of the highest deposit matches I've seen on any app. And the best thing about Wanna Parlay is, as you saw in our winning lineup above, you can combine team picks with player picks. Things like spreads, team totals, money line. It's the only DFS app you could do this with. So check it out with our link below today. And the free VIP applies to this too. Your first deposit, send a screenshot over to us, give you a free month of VIP. Next up, we are taking Matt Chapman for more than 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. As you can see here, he's hit this 6 in a row. Going up against Arizona and Eddie Rodriguez. His numbers against him, 18 plate appearances, batting .438. 1 home run, 5 RBIs, doesn't strike out much against him. This one it's pretty straightforward. We're just taking the guy that's on a roll against the pitcher that he bats well against. So Matt Chapman, more than 1.5 hits, runs, and RBI. And last up, we're taking Matt Olson, also for more than 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. And as you can see here, he's hit this 10 out of the last 14. And in those last 14, when he doesn't hit it these 3 times, he bounces back the next day and gets it. Going up against the Cubs, James Talon. Numbers against him, phenomenal. Batting .500, 2 home runs, 5 RBIs, in just those 10 plate appearances. And then looking back on the year here, I went and I combed through the data and looked back at his numbers when Chris Sale starts. In 5 of the last 6, he has come through when he's been on the mound. So Matt Olson hoping to bounce back from last night and go over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. And just to show you one of the slips that I've locked in over on Underdog, Yuri Perez under 5.5 strikeouts, Matt Olson more than 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, and Chris Sale over those 6.5 strikeouts. And if you want to keep track, see what we've been doing over on the Pick It app. Look us up at Carpsy151. As you can see, we're up 257 units all time. Our unit size is $10, so do the math on that one. And if you wanted to keep track of your own picks, Pick It. They're offering this now. Download the app with our link below using the code WINBIGPICKS. Sync up a sports book, and they'll give you $3 free money just to download their free app. They'll give you $3 right to your Venmo or to your PayPal if you got that. And there's a chance that $3 could be 100. So free money just for downloading the free app with our code. You can't lose in any way, shape, or form. And with that, that is all we got for you today. Let's hope we green out again tonight, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Later.